Picture this for a second. You've had an intense workout, the kind that leaves your muscles shaking. You've been eating clean all day, sticking to your diet like it's your religion. You're doing everything right. But something's off. Weeks go by. You're not seeing the gains. You're feeling drained. And the mirror, well, let's just say it's not your best friend right now. It's frustrating, right? You're grinding every day, but it feels like the progress just isn't there. What if I told you, though, that the reason you're feeling stuck, tired, and maybe even losing muscle has nothing to do with your workout or diet at all? What if it's because you're not sleeping enough? Yeah, sleep. That thing we all think we can cut corners on. You see, sleep isn't just about rest. It's about recovery. And if you're serious about optimizing your testosterone levels and muscle growth, this is the part you can't afford to mess up. Let me break it down for you. When you fall into deep sleep, your body isn't just chilling out. It's working hard. During those deep sleep stages, your body is pumping out testosterone. In fact, over 50% of your daily testosterone gets produced while you're asleep. Think about that. Half of the hormone that drives muscle growth, energy, motivation, it's being made while you're in dreamland. And here's the thing. If you're not getting enough sleep, or the right kind of sleep, your testosterone levels are going to drop big time. Studies have shown that if you sleep less than 5 hours a night, your testosterone can drop by up to 15%. Imagine that. 15%. Gone. Now, if you've ever woken up after a bad night's sleep, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You feel groggy, weak, unmotivated. But it's not just in your head. That's your body literally telling you it didn't get what it needed to rebuild and recover. I've been there. Trust me, I've been in that exact spot. I remember when I was pushing my body to the limit, working out twice a day, following every meal plan to a T. But my results, man, they were stalling. I was losing strength, losing size, and feeling like I was running on fumes. I kept thinking, what am I doing wrong? And then it hit me. My sleep was trash. I was up late scrolling through my phone thinking I'd sleep when I'm dead. I was running on 4, maybe 5 hours of sleep a night, thinking I could out-train it, out-supplement it. But let me tell you something, no matter how hard you train, no matter how clean you eat, if you're not sleeping right, it's all for nothing. Now let's talk about the mistakes we're all guilty of. And I know you've made at least one of these. Let's start with blue light, the #1 enemy of your sleep. Every time you're on your phone, your tablet, or watching TV right before bed, you're basically telling your brain, hey, it's daytime. No need to produce melatonin, the hormone that makes me sleepy. That blue light messes up your sleep patterns, big time. So even if you manage to fall asleep, the quality of your sleep goes straight to the trash. And if your sleep quality is bad, your body can't produce testosterone properly. It's like trying to build a house without bricks. It's just not gonna work. So here's a fix. Start cutting off your electronics at least 30 minutes before bed. Yeah, it's gonna feel weird at first, but trust me, your body's gonna thank you for it. Switch to dim, warm lights. Something that tells your brain it's time to wind down, not ramp up. Next up, caffeine. You might think, yeah, I don't drink coffee at night, I'm good. But here's the kicker. Caffeine can stay in your system for up to 6 hours. That energy drink you had at 4 p.m., still in your blood when you're trying to sleep at 10. It's not just coffee either. Pre-workout, energy drinks, even some teas. They all have caffeine, and if you're not careful, they can wreck your sleep without you even realizing it. So what can you do? Simple. Set a caffeine cutoff. No more coffee, energy drinks, or pre-workout 6 hours before bed. That way, when it's time to hit the sack, your body's not buzzing when it should be relaxing. Now let's talk about one of the biggest killers of good sleep that no one wants to admit. Stress. Yeah, I see you. Lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, running through a million thoughts, whether it's work, relationships, or just the pressures of daily life. That stress, it's like a weight pressing on your chest, keeping you awake. And when you finally do fall asleep, it's shallow, restless sleep. No deep recovery, no testosterone production. Just a long night of tossing and turning. But there's a way to beat it. One thing that worked for me was creating a solid nighttime routine. I know. It sounds basic, But routines work. Stretch, meditate, or even just write down your thoughts before bed. Get that stress out of your head and onto paper. You'll be amazed how much lighter you feel and how much better you sleep. So here's the bottom line. If you want to build muscle, recover faster, and boost your testosterone, you can't afford to ignore your sleep. It's the hidden key to unlocking your body's full potential. The mistakes we make, like scrolling our phones, guzzling caffeine, and letting stress run wild, are costing us big time. But guess what? You have the power to fix it. By making small changes in your nightly routine, you can turn your sleep into a powerful tool for growth. And trust me, you're going to feel the difference, not just in the gym, but in every part of your life. Now that we've uncovered what's been holding you back, it's time to flip the switch. Time to take control and finally start getting the sleep you need for those serious gains. Because listen, sleep is not just some luxury. It's not a nice-to-have thing that you can squeeze in when you're done with everything else. Nah, it's the foundation of everything you're working for. Think about it. Your body does most of its recovery at night. When you're dead asleep, your muscles are being rebuilt, your testosterone is being produced, your brain is recharging. Everything you need to wake up strong, focused, and ready to dominate the day. And if you're skipping on sleep, man, you're robbing yourself of those benefits. But it's not just about lying down and closing your eyes for 8 hours. No, it's about quality sleep. That deep, uninterrupted sleep where your body can actually do its thing. But let me ask you this. When was the last time you woke up and really felt rested? Like, I'm talking about jumping out of bed, energized, ready to take on whatever the day throws at you? If it's been a while, or maybe if you don't even know what that feels like, then it's time to make a change. And the good news? You don't need to make some massive overhaul of your life to get there. It's about small adjustments, the kind of things you can start doing tonight. First up, creating a routine. Yeah, I know. It sounds basic, but here's the thing. Your body craves consistency. It needs signals to know when it's time to wind down and prepare for rest. If you're going to bed at 11 p.m. one night and 1 a.m. the next, your body's going to be confused. You want to train your body just like you train in the gym, with discipline and consistency. Start going to bed at the same time every night, give or take 30 minutes. Over time, your body's going to get used to it and start releasing melatonin naturally, making it easier to fall asleep. And remember that phone you love to scroll on at night. Yeah, put it down. The blue light is killing your sleep quality, man. Swap it out for a good book or, better yet, spend a few minutes journaling. Get all those racing thoughts out of your head and onto paper. I promise you, once you empty out that mental clutter, you'll sleep way deeper. Now, let's talk about sleep environment. I don't care how strong you are or how disciplined you are. If your room isn't set up for sleep, you're fighting an uphill battle. You want your bedroom to be cool, dark, and quiet. A cool room helps your body drop its core temperature, a signal that tells your brain it's time to rest. So if you've been sweating it out all night, struggling to fall asleep, try turning down the thermostat or opening a window. And light, man. Light is your enemy when it comes to good sleep. Even a tiny bit of light can disrupt your melatonin production. Invest in some blackout curtains, cover up any glowing electronics, and make sure your room is as dark as possible. You'll be amazed at how much better you sleep in total darkness. Now, here's something you might not have thought about. Nutrition and its role in sleep. You've been told 1,000 times that what you eat affects your muscles and your energy, but it also plays a major role in how well you sleep. First of all, cut out the heavy meals right before bed. If you're going to bed with a full stomach, your body's going to spend more time digesting and less time recovering. Aim to finish your last meal at least 2 hours before hitting the pillow. And if you're really hungry before bed, reach for something light. A small snack with some protein and healthy fats can actually help you stay full and sleep better through the night. And here's another thing. Magnesium. Yeah, this little mineral can make a big difference in how well you sleep. Magnesium helps relax your muscles and calm your nervous system, setting the stage for deep, restorative sleep. You can get it from foods like spinach, almonds, or even a supplement before bed. Trust me, this stuff works wonders. Now let's talk about caffeine again. I know, You love your coffee, your pre-workout, your energy drinks. But here's the harsh truth. Caffeine is a sneaky enemy when it comes to your sleep. It can stay in your system for hours. So even if you don't feel wired, it's still working in the background, keeping your nervous system on high alert. Sathi. The fix? Cut off caffeine at least 6 hours before bed. If you're training in the evening, try switching to a non-stim pre-workout. Your sleep will improve, your testosterone will bounce back, and you'll feel the difference in your recovery. And finally, let's talk about stress. You know what I'm talking about, that constant buzzing in the back of your mind, the stuff you can't seem to shake when your head hits the pillow. Stress is the ultimate sleep killer. You're lying there, eyes wide open, replaying every conversation, every mistake, every to-do list item. It's exhausting, but you don't have to live like that. You can take control. One of the best ways to handle stress before bed is to breathe. Yeah, breathe. Simple, right? But so powerful. Take a few minutes to do some deep breathing exercises. Slow down your heart rate, clear your mind, and get into a state of relaxation. Another thing, meditation. It's not just for yogis and monks. Taking 5 or 10 minutes to meditate before bed can help quiet your mind and ease you into sleep. I'm telling you, once you get into the habit, you'll wonder how you ever slept without it. So, here's the deal. If you want to wake up feeling strong, focused, and ready to crush your day, you need to start treating your sleep like it's part of your training. Because it is. Sleep is where your body repairs itself, where your muscles rebuild, and where your testosterone gets its biggest boost. Think of sleep as your secret weapon, the thing that takes you from pretty good to unstoppable. Make the changes I talked about today. Build a routine, cut out the blue light, control your caffeine, handle your stress, and watch how everything else falls into place. Remember, you can't out-train bad sleep, so make this a priority, and your body will reward you with the strength, energy, and muscle growth you've been working so hard for. Let's do this together. Take one step tonight. Shut off your phone, breathe deep, and give your body the rest it needs to be at its peak. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you found this valuable, hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more tips on how to optimize your health and fitness. Your journey to peak vitality starts with the basics, and sleep, my friends, is one of the biggest foundations. Let's get it.